back after my vacation with a different game. Playing a little Final Fantasy XIV. It's been a long time since I've played. So bear with me. I'm trying to remember everything here as far as like... Okay, threat meter, which is Iron Will. That's that. Okay. Reprisal reduces damage dealt. It's AoE, right? Yep. So is that. So is that. It's the ranged. It's been so long. It's been almost a year since I played. And doing the Ether font because I need to for story. Oh, it's good to be back. Just kill. I like the stream title suggests. I'm killing time until NCAA comes out, or EA Sports College Football comes out, because that's definitely what I'm going to be playing. But that's a week from Friday, so got to find something to play. And everything I have left to do in Destiny 2 requires raiding. I don't really want to do that because my clan doesn't raid during the times that I stream. So just kind of here. Just kind of doing it. Oh, interesting. What class is that? Is that the new class? Interesting. I don't know. I don't know anything anymore when it comes to Final Fantasy. I used to be into it pretty hard for a while there, but I since got a job and wasn't able to dedicate the time I felt necessary. Man, how long ago was that? 2022? Yeah. Yeah, I had a job where I was able to do most of the work for the first half of the day, and then the rest of the time was mine, so I just played this. Pictomancer Viper. Interesting. As you can tell, I leveled up a lot of the tanks. A lot of the stuff I actually bought to get to level 60. Except for Bard. Bard I leveled up on my own, but I'm gonna let this run because I want my party to know this is my first time through, so maybe they'll cut me some slack. And this is all pre-Dawn Trail stuff that I'm doing now. Oh, this is going well. I'm not holding aggro all that well. It's so weird being back. It's almost like I don't have my taunt on. What is going on? I've got to be missing something in my rotation. Or maybe I'm just not spamming my AoEs enough. I don't know. Shoot. I used to be so much better at this. I'm so rusty. Oh, man. And please feel free to backseat game. I have no idea if I'm doing... I know I'm doing something wrong. But... because I'm staring at my action bars trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing wrong, and I just... Oh, I see. It's one of these. Ah. Yeah, I'm good. I'm so bad. We can blame that one on me. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. I mean, it was 50-50. You stand behind the icicles or you move away from them. Oh, they're both the new class. Okay. Man, my combos are not it. Holy crap. Should be okay over here. Yep, knew it. Is that... No, it's not. Okay. I thought that was going to be indicative of where the boss is going to hit. Woohoo! That was close. Alright, already doing better than the first ball. Oh, man. So the small ones will go first, probably. Shoot, I'm dead. No, I didn't make it. I'm Vuln 4. No. It's not going well at all. Ooh! That was not good at all. Aiming. Oh, man. I feel so bad for this healer. Probably shouldn't be tanking. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm trying, dude. I'm really trying to not get just clapped by everything. I forgot I had this. That's such a cool move. I'm gonna need it anyway. I'm the tank. I do what I want. I'm starting to get back into it. Did the first one do that? I don't think so. Can somebody tell me what this new class is and if it's just like hyper fast DPS and that's why these things always pull off me at the start of pulls? Because I feel like that's what it is. Man. I never roll on things that aren't the class I'm currently playing. Oh boy, new boss. Tank Buster! Aw, man. Right when I'm in the middle of my combo. I almost walked into that. That hit me? healing. Pass. I don't play healer. Ooh, fending. That might be a need. I don't know. I'll just assume it is, because I'm getting clapped by these monsters. Alright. I don't know if I have more AoE than what I'm using. Oh, we're almost done. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, those are pretty. Oh, it's not immune to a kick. Alright. Good to know. Good to know. Ooh, that one clipped. That one hit pretty hard. Neato. Pass arena. So, one thing that does bug me in all MMOs, it's not just Final Fantasy, is target what the tank is targeting. You know what I mean? It's not that hard to do. And you'll never pull aggro. Just target what the tank is targeting. It's that simple. That was a sloppy pull. God, I'm so bad. In case they didn't know. Alright, what do we got? Octomammoth. Okay. So we've got slappy tentacles. tally ho. Heal check. Okay, what does that mean? Got it. Okay. Do we each... Oh, nope. Damn it. I'm gonna get hit by that. Shoot. Need to break line of sight on those, or what? Ah, frick. I'm not doing too hot still. I'm so frustrated at this. I'm gonna get hit by both of those. Nice. I think. I'm guessing. I guessed horribly. Ouch. Can we get a nice sexy limit break here? I feel like we're gonna need it. Oh, man. Oh, man, I was not good there. I don't need to watch it die. Past that. Player calm. Always player calm the healer. Okay, what do we got? What's going on here? Sid? Oh, no, not Sid. Has it been just a dark screen this whole time and nobody told me?
Much obliged for clearing the way. We'll get to work at once.
Oh, that's great. For the first half hour, I wasn't capturing anything. Oh, man. This is what happens when you take time off.
Filling these up will take a good while. I appreciate it if you stood watch till we finished.
Sure.
I ain't getting chewed to chum by some ether-bloated bugger.
Okay.
Oh, by the by, where were you planning on putting these to use? We could deliver them by airship, see? Provided it ain't too far.
We would need them transported to Galemon, to the Tower of Babel.
Ah, that's a long old journey.
Never liked the name of that tower.
Too long for a direct flight. Tell you what, we'll send them over with the scheduled shipment of provisions headed that way. I'll make the arrangements as soon as we get back. Save some poor chocobos having to drag this lot through the snow.
You have our thanks. We shall not forget your generosity.
That just means we owe him a favor.
Everything seems to be proceeding apace. I dare say you would have been fine without me.
Probably.
Why would you say such a thing? You are not bound by contract or the threat of force, and you gain no advantage by devaluing your own contribution. Yet you must be bound by something to speak thus. What is it?
What binds me? A belief, I suppose. Born of our shared struggles. No matter where my comrades go, I have faith they will be fine. For I know that they will walk their chosen path as surely as I walk mine. I trust them, in short. Trite though it may sound.
Trust. I remember the word. How long has it been since last I used it? It had no place
Eons.
in my dealings. Not with other Voidsend, and certainly not with Xenos.
That's fair.
Not even in the time before darkness engulfed the world. Full often did Memoriates betray their own, corrupted by the very power they wielded. You could trust no one but yourself. Alone we fought, and alone we fell. I wouldn't know how to trust. Is there some trick to it?
Just stay close to this one. You'll learn in no time.
Oh, gee, thanks. No pressure. Teach a foreign concept to someone.
Absolutely fine.
confess I thought thou mightst have more words of counsel to offer.
Oh, she'll soon get the hang of it, even without my help. After our work here is done, I'll see myself back to the shadows.
Okay.
But before that, I take it you've heard as well.
Heard what?
The client seeketh Archons, and 'twould seem our extensive travels and neutrality make us prime candidates.
Well, assuming we take on the request, I suspect I'll be stuck with you again. Don't let me down, hmm?
Ah, you cheeky little monkey. Thancred, you cheeky little monkey. To not only allow us use of the tanks, but to arrange their transportation to Garlemald besides, blessed are we to count Kokol among our allies. Unto thee we must also give thanks, Thancred, for coming to our aid on such short notice. Please, you know I'm always happy to help. Don't hesitate to call on me again. Oh. I never know what materia to take. Till next time. You may now enter the Ether font with a party of NPC avatars. To make use of this feature, open the Trust interface located under Duty in the main menu. It is time to proceed to the next steps of your plan. With the tank's transportation thus arranged, our first task is complete. We may now turn our attention to the second, to wit, obtaining the blessing of the Ilsabard, contingent to use the Tower of Babel to channel energy into the moon. Our destination is Camp Brogenglass, where we may present our petition to Commander Lucia. Let's do it. I don't think I have an Aetheryte ticket. Even if I did, I wouldn't want to use it there. All these quests. So many. Allow me to personally thank you for your assistance during the recent Voidsent incursion. Your actions saved many. What brings you here today? Pray forgive us for not sending word in advance, Commander, but we seek your cooperation in a matter of great import. Ooh. Great import. Indeed, we appreciate you consulting with us instead of taking unilateral action. Tis no simple matter to activate the Tower of Babel, and I speak not only of the technological challenges. Personally, I think we must consider the emotional impact of such an action above all else. Pending a more official name, we refer to those who remain here as the Garlean community. As you would expect, they are predominantly native Garleans, most of whom are uncomfortable with ethereal manipulation. Yeah, they think it's evil. To compound matters, the trauma inflicted by Anima is still fresh. If the tower were to suddenly light up again, it is like to cause distress and reopen old wounds. Better than facing a mass invasion by Golbez and his Voidsent hordes, surely. Of course, we acknowledge the gravity of the situation, as well as the promised bloodshed should we fail to act. Yet, even were we to convey your warning to the public, many simply do not understand the workings of magic or the rift. They will struggle to comprehend why they must be forced to relive personal horrors for the sake of something they cannot imagine. What's there to imagine? Have these people seen Voidsent with their own eyes? Let us suppose you encounter someone who is freezing in this cold. A natural thing to do might be to make them a fire, yes? But what if that person's sole experience with fire was being badly burned by it and they harbored an acute fear? Despite the benefits, nay, the necessity of the warmth you offer, they may flee on instinct, or worse, misinterpret your actions for aggression and lash out. I guess that's right. So like the fire that torments this individual, the Tower of Babel torments the people of Garlemald. Yet we cannot afford to falter here. We must find a way to help them overcome their fear. I agree. To that end, the contingent will assist however we can. Oh, that's nice. We should speak with Alphinaud and Alice. With the rapport they have established with the Garlean people, I dare say they can provide us with valuable insights. In the meantime, Marie-Ange, might I ask that you remain here to oversee the technical aspects of the tower's activation? Oh yeah, Marie-Ange's not going to care. He's just going to hang out. I love Fenrir. And it works so well with my armor. Bum bum ba ba dum ba. Oh, I could have just warped there. Well, I'm already halfway there. May as well just run the rest of the way. This guy's dumb. No, I'm not dumb. I'm just rusty on the ways of Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, cool. Those are good. I like those. Skirt. Oh my gosh, it's underground. Alright, you know what? I'll pay the $100. I'll do it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Okay. Cutscene! I'm glad to see you. Vertra has explained our present dilemma. 'Tis no unfounded concern that the Garleans might take poorly to the reactivation of the Tower of Babel. That's putting it mildly. Many would be up in arms over it. Trust in the Ilsabard contingent is... Ugh. Trust in the Ilsabard contingent is fragile enough. We need to tread lightly, or we risk jeopardizing everything we've achieved. Reading is hard. Milady. Trust again. That's what I think every time she does this. Milady. Well, it seems to me there's naught for it but to speak with the people. Rather than harping on about the necessity of the plan, we need to lend an ear to their concerns. Then, perhaps, we can begin working towards a compromise. That's why they call you the brains of the operation. In that case, I'll take you to meet the community leaders. They're at a station called Senatus near the Cenaculum Imperialis. God, these names. I would be honored to speak with them, though it would be prudent to learn where people elsewhere stand as well. But that I will leave to the others, save Zero. Might you accompany me? I'm sure those in Tapper's Den will have their own opinions. Alphinaud, if I may drag you along. Tertium, we leave to you. You are no stranger to the people here, so it should take little prodding to convince them to speak freely. Then it's settled. Once you've learned what you can, let's all meet in Forum Solius, where we'll have what I hope is a productive discussion. Or a whole bunch of gobbledygook. Alright, everybody, let's do some chit-chat. Blah, blah, blah. Activate the Tower of Babel? Are you out of your mind? That abomination transformed my friends and family into monsters. I can't even bear to look at it whenever I step outside. If you want to do something for us, tear the bloody thing down. Noted. Probably not going to happen, but noted. Well, let's talk to the mender real quick. Mend my things. Thank you. You're good people. I'll do that off screen. Clear out my inventory and whatnot. Fie, that tower isn't right, I tell you. All those magics. Years ago, when I lived in the provinces, the locals razed our village to the ground with this stuff. Made things appear and disappear and fly and burn. Can still see it when I close my eyes. You've done us a good turn, dear, but let's not talk about that tower any longer. It's unnatural. Okay. Hey, lookout spot. Serious lad. No, stop it. The tower is evil. It'll turn us all evil. I don't want to hear it. Leave me alone. Okay. Anytime I play a protagonist that doesn't speak, that's how I think they respond to everything. Okay. Enter/lookout. Nice. 84,000 experience in the bank. Just for typing /lookout. Maybe I should save those for a different class. Oops. Nope, nobody here. Hey, Enkidu, where are these people? There's one. Popea! Excuse me. Whatever its present state, the Imperial Palace was once the pride of Garlemald. I mean no disrespect to you and yours, but shouldn't the Garlean people be its caretakers instead of foreigners? Though if we dared speak thus to some of the contingent, they might make assumptions. Cut our rations or worse. No. Forget I said anything, please. Okay. The Tower of Babel? But what's it got to do with the Voidsent? I can't say I understand. Still, your people have done much and more for us Garleans. If you say it's necessary, then that's good enough for me. Well, there you go. At least one person has their head on straight. Ugh. Fine. Whee! So... Ugh, man, I'm gonna have to relearn the alphabet soup, too. Like, MSQ is main story quest. Man. This is my favorite boss fight music, I think, of Final Fantasy XIV. Jolas is on the way with the others. I hope he found the people more receptive than we did. Not really. 1 out of 5, that's 20%. That's not good. The other one wants it, the Garlemaldians or whatever they're called, to take control of it again. Oh, the community leaders. Lovely. May I present to you Lords Nias and Medius, magistrates of our political council. They have been spearheading the efforts to establish a new system of government here. When we raised the subject of the Tower of Babel, they insisted that we speak no further until joined by representatives of the Ilsabard contingent. I see Alphinaud and Alisei have yet to arrive, though, so perhaps we should wait. Doesn't matter if only some of you are present, we simply wish to make one thing perfectly clear. The Tower is the manifestation of Garlean ingenuity and authority. It was once the abode of the Imperial family, and will forever bear tremendous cultural significance. It is insulting enough that we have had to suffer foreigners occupying it under the guise of rendering aid, and now you propose reactivating it? Nay, we have had enough. The Garlemald of old may have fallen, but she fell in civil war to her own people, not to Eorzea nor any other land. We came here to assert our unequivocal claim to our territory. Garlemald, and all that lies within her bounds, is beholden to no one. Well then. Oh, nice. Quest complete. I think we did a great job. Julius is eager to get out of the cold. Since their excellencies are resolved to negotiate with the contingent, I will escort them to Tertium. I'll also instruct Alphinaud and Alisei to meet us there. Lord Medius and Gnaeus, by your leave, my comrades and I would speak with the residents of Senatus. Though the Ilsebard contingent holds the Tower of Babel, it is I who wishes for it to be reactivated, and thus I think it meet that I be present for this discussion. Yet my understanding of your people's hardships, of their hopes and desires, of their dreams for the future, is sorely lacking. In my ignorance, I would struggle to contribute. Lest you worry, I will not plead our case to the community in your absence. I wish only to identify common ground upon which we might build a relationship that sees us overcome our differences. Very well, but know that the guards will not hesitate to escort you from the premises, should they judge your actions to be inappropriate. If it's settled, then, you should all head to Senatus. I'll join you there after I see their excellencies safely to Tertium. Oh, man. More flying. Yeah, I'm going to leave those lookouts for a different job. That's the term, not class. Class is World of Warcraft. My original MMO. Here it is, Senatus, a temporary refuge for political dignitaries, hence the tight security. I am given to understand that outsiders are not normally permitted to so much as a glimpse inside. We should consider ourselves fortunate to be given this opportunity. I hope it will be worth the trouble. As do I, Zero, as do I. Yes, I'd like to enter Senatus. Oh, wow, look at it. It is so eyes only. To begin, I propose we split up and ask the residents for their views on the Ilsebard contingent and the current state of affairs. We would also do well to learn more about this enclave itself. Should you observe anything of note, pray keep it in mind. It is through open hearts and open minds that I believe we may yet convince their leaders to work with us for the greater good. Okay. I'll talk to the pile of crates. It's a good start. The stockpile of assorted supplies bears markings indicating that they were provided by the Ilsebard contingent. The Enclave is clearly reliant upon the Alliance for aid. True. That's true of any surviving organization or entity after a civil war. You want to know what I think? I'm a soldier. I try not to think about politics at all. I'll say this much. Our leaders labor to preserve our culture, our way of life, what remains of it at any rate. I trust them to do what's best for Garlemald. Yeah. Don't ask me, I just work here. You recognize the large casks as the very same you and your comrades used to transport ceruleum from Lapis Manalis. Why they are in Senatus is unclear. Uh-oh, piracy. Untoward characters. Looks like you're talking to a lot of people there, Zero. Proud of you. Hi, Marcus. Aurelius? How do I feel about the contingent? Conflicted, to say the least. I've been tasked with the distribution of supplies, and I know as well as any that we couldn't survive without outside aid. Be that as it may, even though the Empire has collapsed, we have our pride. People don't want to be beholden to others forever. And there's no denying that it chafes to see our benefactors occupying the Imperial Palace. Yes, but you were also happy when we decided to bring them down. What has changed? Blah, blah, blah. Finished touring the Enclave, have you? What were you able to learn? Okay. Much the same as me, then. They accept the contingent's help out of necessity and harbor a measure of resentment. They have only themselves to blame. If they don't like the bargain, they should reject it. How many times must I tell you it's absolutely out of the question? What is? And who says such things? What's going on? We were wondering the very same. We came running when we heard shouting. Is aught the matter? Oh, I was just trying to explain. Mayhap you can clear this up. The contingent has made a reasonable request, but this man insists that it's impossible. It concerns the Magitech weapons which run rampant throughout Regio Urbanissima. Every time we deliver supplies here, we have to dispatch extra men to defend against potential attacks. To address the issue once and for all, we've proposed the elimination of all machina that loiter near the supply route. But you heard him. They refused to even consider it. The magistrates have already spoken on this matter. Rampant or no, those war machina are Garlean assets. Furthermore, who is to say they're as dangerous as you suggest? It has been suggested that this could be a pretense to scavenge Magitech material for your own ends. I know not if this is the case, but the fact remains, we cannot allow you to destroy them. More speculation by the magistrates, I presume. Ridiculous. But they have spoken, and unless we want to inflame tensions further, there's naught we can do. Milady? How complicated relations become when not grounded in a clear and equitable arrangement. An equitable arrangement, of course. Well, do I understand the difficulty of your... Well, do I understand the difficulty of your position. As a soldier, you must do your duty and obey your superiors. I have an idea, but I must first speak with Commander Lucia. May I take charge of this matter? By all means. Just a lot of looking and nodding. Let us return to Camp Broken Glass, where we might discuss a solution I believe will satisfy all parties. Oh, yeah. Keep me in the dark, why don't you? Alright, where are we going? Broken Glass. Pay the $100 because I'm lazy. Maxima? Welcome back, all of you. I pray there have been positive developments in your efforts to appeal to the Garlean community. Mayhap not yet, but there is a method by which I believe all stand to gain. As Satrap, I intend to propose a trade agreement between Radazet Han and the people of Garlemald. Huh? Please continue. The people of this nation have lived through its collapse and more, yet they have chosen to remain, for it is their home. That they have been able to survive thus far is thanks to the Ilsabard contingent, or rather, in less flattering terms, they are entirely at your mercy. True. Despite your noble intentions, this one-sided relationship has fueled feelings of frustration and resentment. 'Tis no surprise, then, that some Garleans are loath to engage with foreigners, for fear of indebting themselves further, or surrendering more of their already limited autonomy. That is why I wish to present them with an equitable arrangement. one that would restore to them a sense of agency after having been forced to rely upon charity. Not bad, not bad. Easier said than done. What exactly did you have in mind? Long have Garlemald and Radz-at-Han abided by a treaty of non-interference. Freely have we traded with one another, and I wish but to continue in this tradition. We would provide your people with such supplies as you require, in return for which you would grant us leave to use the Tower of Babel, as well as share your Magitech resources and expertise. As we become more reliant upon your technologies, we will of course require more ceruleum to fuel them. This you possess in abundance, and for it you will be duly compensated. Radz-at-Han's culture will be enriched by your Magitech wonders, and our ever-increasing demand for your wares will see Garlemald grow wealthy and prosperous. Alright. Only when both sides keep the interests of the other in mind can an equitable relationship be forged. 'Tis a principle I once thought I understood, but have come to appreciate all the more in recent days, thanks to the sage counsel of a friend from beyond the rift. Is that me? Your Excellency, thank you for your careful consideration of Garlemald's future. Though I cannot speak for every Garlean, I myself see no reason to object to your proposal. Indeed, if Radz-at-Han were to make the initiative, other nations may follow suit and seek to normalize trade relations with us. If you see the sense in my proposal, then I ask you to join me in the negotiations at Tertium. Your support may be instrumental in winning over the Lords Nias and Metius. By all means, go with them. I have matters here well in hand. I have learned all that I may regarding the tower's operation. So too shall hie me to Tertium. Just say you're going. You don't need to say that in Old English, all right? Golly. Like, seriously. Nobody knows what high means. Just. All right, just. All right, here we go. Cutscene! Need some water. Drink your water. A crowd you may have brought, but numbers will not intimidate us. The Tower of Babel is ours by rights, and nothing you do will convince us otherwise. Rest assured, it is not our intent to infringe upon the rights of the people of Garlemald. Let us instead discuss the future. As the satrap of Radz-at-Han, I wish to establish a new trade agreement between our nations. The aid we presently receive will not last forever, my lords. Sooner or later, we must stand on our own 2 feet. But to do so, we must secure a means to replenish our coffers, and the proposed agreement presents a rare opportunity. 'Tis true we do not want for Magitech and ceruleum, and foreign currency will be needed to procure such things as we lack. It would depend on the precise terms, but I can see the merits. What? I can't believe what I'm hearing. You served the Emperor. Were a proud patriot. Yet now you entertain selling national resources like a common merchant? Like you, I weep for what we have lost. But if we are to rebuild Garlemald, we must make use of what precious few assets remain to us. Nonsense! Utter nonsense! You are a traitor, Nias, and there will be a reckoning. Oh, yes. When the people of Senatus learn of this, they will cry out for your blood. And my plan will be complete. Lord Metius, wait! It isn't safe out there! I say let him go and die. Yeah. No skin off our nose. Concern is writ plain on Julius's face. Hey, I used to be in space with them. It's far too dangerous for a civilian to be outside alone. We must go after Lord Metius. Let us leave matters here in Maximus' care while the rest of us join in on the search. If Lord Medius is bound for Senedus, we may be able to catch up to him in Regio Urbanissima. I pray he has not come to any harm. I say he deserves it. Throwing a temper tantrum and running away like that. Mega Shiba! Ba-da-ba. Bum, bum, bum. I love the Mega Shiba. It's so cute. Can you hear that? There we go. Now you can. Found him. Bow woo woo. Indeed. It's a runaway satellite. Time to get up, you old fool. I'm alive.
Praise the sisters, you are safe.
Oh, voice acting. I had it all along.
Don't think I'm indebted to you. I never asked for your help.
Knew it.
You love Garlemald dearly, Lord Metius. That much is plain. But you're not alone in that. We all mourn what has become of our homeland. Bristle at having to rely upon outsiders simply to survive the cold. Even now, I struggle with fear and uncertainty. Day after day, I ask myself, what is right? Where do we go from here? I've yet to find the answers. But I won't stop looking nonetheless, and I won't avert my gaze from our grim reality. Is there hope for us? Aye, so long as we live. Garlemald lies in ruins, but the bonds between us will never be broken. We are the chain that connects generations past and future. You and I, it's links. Help
Where's
us,
Zelda?
Lord Metius, for
Links?
all we have been and for what we
Does that mean
may
there's
yet
Zeldas?
become.
I like his, like, cloak thing.
To be lectured by the younger, it ill becomes a man of my station. I will rejoin the talks at Tertium.
I was right, Tertium!
Might I trouble you to escort me? Ere we part, I apologize for my discourtesy,
That's nothing
I
a
owe you
near-death
my
experience
life.
can't fix.
and I thank you.
Euless, wait.
Oh, Euless,
I'd like
my
a word.
bad. I called him jealous. That's how long it's been.
With you as well. I'm to stay close, after all.
Worry not, we shall see the magistrate safely back to Tertium.
What is it?
You bound that man with trust, didn't you? That's why he did not require
You
coercion
don't
to
bind
return.
people with trust.
Shall we walk, perhaps? Chilly, standing around here. So that's how Zero came to join you. Still, I'm not sure I'm qualified to explain something like trust. I wouldn't describe myself as a sociable person. Before all this, any free time I had, I spent looking after my brother and sister. As for the magistrate, I only told him what's been on my mind of late. But I wouldn't have done so, I think, if it weren't for the twins' influence. Trust is infectious, in a manner of speaking. When someone believes in you, it makes you want to believe in them, in others, in yourself. Perhaps it's because the magistrate felt that earnestness that he gave us a chance. As I did, after I was caught trying to steal provisions from the enemy. Trust comes easy in such company.
Milady.
Little wonder my world is devoid of it. No one trusts in you, and so you trust in no one. And round the wheel turns.
See, it's okay to find her attractive because she's a human. Not some Catwoman or some shit.
During the Contra Memoria, we had already come to judge one another based on strength and usefulness. You either used or were used. Those who rejected this rule didn't survive. My mother wanted to save the world, to fulfill the hopes of Memoria's good and true. After she died, I carried on her mission alone.
Alone? Didn't you have anyone to help you?
Have you not been listening, Aeolus?
Almost. 2 men tried just the once. A swordsman and a mage, whom I met when passing through a village. They had saved the people there from corrupted Memoriates. When they learned our enemies were the same, they seemed heartened. They claimed to be soldiers of a kingdom called Baron, and were traveling the realm in search of a means to end the Contra Memoria. They invited me to join them. I refused. How could I not, having learned the lessons of my world? Those who would work with others always have their own motives. I would not place myself at their mercy. I would not be forced to submit. I expected some manner of outburst, some show of frustration at having failed to deceive me. But they simply watched me walk away. I didn't know what to make of it then, but now... Perhaps they shared a bond of trust. Perhaps they were the last ones left who dared. Perhaps they hoped I was like them, too. Perhaps it was just an offer.
Maybe.
And nothing more.
Maybe.
I continued fighting alone. But ultimately, I was undone. overwhelmed by enemies that had banded together. I was cold, in pain, wishing desperately that someone would save me. And as I lay there in solitude, I felt it happen. The breaking of our world. Darkness washed over me, and I was swept into the rift. When I finally managed to return, it was to a world forever transformed. My home, now filled with abominations.
There's parallels in this storytelling with the history of Japan.
I had a chance to learn about trust, and forsook it. I never had the power to save my home single-handed. I should have accepted their invitation. Had I joined them as I've joined you, I might not have had to face the end of the world alone. But it's all history now. No amount of reflection or regret will change our present reality.
Whatever may have happened in the past, you're still here, Zero. Alive. So long as you're alive, there will always be hope, no matter how bad things get. What you couldn't do yesterday, you might still do today. Think about it. It's plain that you've forged bonds with those around you. If you didn't feel that in some sense, would you have risked your life as you did for a meager ration of boots? I trust you too, for what it's worth.
Milady.
Here it is again. The fire that burned in my breast when you came to my rescue. The urge to weep, though there is no sorrow. If this is trust, then what must I do? How do I answer it?
Okay.
Give me your hand. It's not something you do constantly, mind. A friend is a friend regardless.
A friend. So that's what it means. Someone you trust.
Mm-hmm. Daw, shucks. I wish I had a friend. I killed my only friend. Oh yeah, I hated that guy. I forgot. Thank you. I feel at last though as I've Thank you. I feel at last as though I've found the answers I sought, and I owe it all to you and Euless. Right then. I expect the others have already arrived back at Tertium. We should join them. Join them. Bam, bam. Oh, are we just going straight back? To another cutscene. Got it. Excuse me. Full glad am I to see everyone returned, and none the worse for wear. Various representatives of the Galdian community are gathered here this very moment. I dare say this is a fine opportunity to announce the trade agreement. You've read the memorandum. I trust you find the terms acceptable. I do, and Nias, I pray you forgive my disgraceful conduct earlier. I am ashamed not only of my behavior, but of placing the burden of negotiation solely on your shoulders in my absence. I'm a kitty cat. You should know that, when we brought up the subject of the tower's reactivation to the people at Tapper's Den, some reacted quite strongly. Once we explained that it would be to prevent another Voidsen invasion, however, they were more receptive. It's fair to say the recent episode is still fresh in their minds. I tagged along to deliver a supply of ceruleum. I have to say, I didn't expect to see such a large crowd. Even the stuffy Imperials who normally keep to themselves in Senatus are here. My friends and countrymen, lend me your ears. Oh, please. Friends, Romans, countrymen, we come here to praise Caesar, not bury him. I am pleased to inform you all on this joyous occasion that we, the people of Garlemald, have entered into a trade agreement with Radz-at-Han. To inaugurate our accord, we intend to grant the individuals before you access to the power of Babel. In return, Radz-at-Han will provide us with supplies, which shall be equally distributed amongst the settlements of our nation. They all tilted their head the same way. Let me be clear on one point. This is not an act of charity, but trade. A bargain struck between equals, rooted in trust and respect, and it marks a significant step towards rebuilding our nation and regaining true independence. Radz-at-Han holds Garlean technology and ingenuity in the highest esteem. It is my hope that, through this agreement, our peoples will enjoy a mutually beneficial relationship for years to come. Now then, we bid you gather round to hear the particulars, that you might convey them to those elsewhere. I don't know. Seems kind of fishy to me. I don't know why I'm here. I'm a kid. I never made it without biting. So burdened by hardship and trauma were the people of Garlemald that they were unable to imagine a brighter future. To be recognized as equals, as a nation with something of value to offer to others, that validation alone is enough to rekindle their hope. 'Tis by virtue of this virtue of this partnership that we may access the Tower of Babel. A rather timely development given the Aether Tank's impending arrival. Boy, isn't that just lucky. Once the tower's stores have been replenished, we need but to await Ishtola's signal to channel the energy to the moon, yes? To the moon! Then you can leave that and anything else on this end to me and Alphinaud. Don't worry. Devote all your energies to the mission in the void. As ever, I am in your debt. M'lady. You are good friends. I guess so. Well... Thanks. Urianger wishes to take stock of the situation. Cutscene!
Let us take a moment to review matters as they stand. Having procured sufficient stores of ether, we may now channel the requisite energy unto the moon via the Tower of Babel.
Okay.
Our work on the star is complete. However, we have yet to receive word from Ishtola as to the state of the lunar preparations.
A ritual to open the gate, and measures to forestall a void-sent invasion. Neither task is simple nor quickly completed. She would doubtless benefit from our assistance.
The very thing I was about to propose. Let us join her above and lend what aid we may.
Spies!
Ere we set forth, however, Ishtola did bid me relay a message to thee. As thou art well aware, a key objective of our mission is the extraction of thy sister Ashdaya from the Void. Held captive for millennia and divested of an eye, she is like to be severely weakened. To make good her escape, she shall require aid. Aid that is best provided by a fellow Great Worm.
You would have me go in my true form. Very well. Like our sire, we Great Worms are capable of traversing the great expanse.
What is his
The journey
accent?
will
I've
take
never been
some
able to
time.
peg it.
But I shall take myself to the moon.
What a...
To begin with, I shall return this vessel to Radzat Han, that I may have both my eyes. And until such time as we find Ashdaya, I would entrust her eye to your keeping.
Neat. That's so weird.
Will you do this for me?
Okay. It makes it more funny when you just do that. Okay. Like this in Elden Ring. Like, what is with Japanese
Shall
RPGs and
contact you via
eyes?
Link Pearl once all is in place on the moon. You need but follow Ishtola's instructions.
Understood. We'll be ready.
Was the other voice actor not available?
Take care, Zero.
It will be the briefest of homecomings. I'll be back before you know it.
She's a badass.
In mare elementorum, then. Go well.
Or teleportation. Oh boy. Didn't recognize you without your coat there, Urianger.
I took the liberty of informing Ishtola of our arrival. She and her entourage should be here momentarily.
Okay. I can't help it. I'm sorry.
Forgive me. I'd hoped to have everything in order sooner. My thanks for the extra hands.
Alphino and Alice stand ready at the Tower of Babel. Vritra is also en route.
Excellent. You've done well, all of you. For my part, I've managed to prepare the ritual with help from the Watcher. All that remains is to channel the ether from below. This should, I pray, open a gate leading to the moon of the 13th.
May I just say how excited we are to be a part of this grand undertaking. The development of the artificial Atomos was one thing, but this is an opportunity like no other.
You know, only in Final Fantasy would it be normal for an elephant to be speaking. With their mouth.
Ishtola even managed to get a loan of elegant treatises on void sense summoning from the prized collection of the Sons of Saint Koinak. The Empire's application of etherochemistry in regulating void gates provided us with many a useful insight for our work, let me tell you.
I asked a favor of Grahatir when we were comparing notes on Crossrift travel.
I thought that said CrossFit.
Given his credentials, I was confident he wouldn't be denied. The knowledge of our forebears has brought us far, as has our own. And with our knowledge and resources, we shall construct a Voidsent containment seal on a heretofore unseen scale.
Me too!
Containment seal? Then thou wouldst make use of...
Aye, a tried and tested means of holding dark entities at bay is readily available here. 'Twould be remiss of us not to employ it. We shall reforge the brands that Xenos and Fandaniel destroyed. That which held even Zodiark shall more than suffice for Voidsent of any persuasion.
There you go.
The Watcher is already hard at work, tending to the most critical parts of the brand's restoration. There are, however, a number of concerning factors that remain. With your help, I'm sure we can resolve them.
Time is of the essence, so I suggest we continue this discussion as we make our way to the brands.
I mean, you don't give time for us to reply. You just kind of took off. It's rude. Time to die. Now then, to the matter at hand. With the Watcher's assistance, we shall reforge each of Zodiark's brands and use them to erect a barrier capable of repelling Voidsent. Yet though we expect it to be effective against larger beings on account of its original purpose, there is a chance it will allow lesser Voidsent to slip through. Therefore, we shall require a second line of defense, and I believe the Leporid's supporters would be suitable for this purpose. Urianger, the two of you have strong rapport with our lunar allies. I would have you meet with Livingway in Bestway's burrow and provide any assistance they require. I will join you, as a Voidsent, my knowledge may be of use. An excellent idea. In the meantime, the rest of us will see to reforging the brands. I will send word when we have finished. Pray do the same. It's like a fetch quest. Go here, do that. Go here, do that. But I guess that's just what any MMORPG is. It's just running errands for people. I know I could just do this, but it's more fun to do it the other way. Doodly-doo. There you are. Ishtola has apprised me of your present undertaking. I understand that she wishes to deploy our pride and joy, the veritable carrots of our eye, our unrivaled combat supporters, as a precautionary measure in case this Voidsent containment seal of hers proves lacking. As we speak, my fellows are rounding up what units they can, and will bring them to the northeast corner in short order. Please wait there. Did I really need to... That... Bruh. Honestly, I'm lost in this story because it's been so long since I played. That's on me.
Dreadfully sorry to have kept you all waiting. Hello there, friends. A new person. Heard there was a bit of a rush, so we gathered what combat-ready supporters we had available.
A welcome contribution. Thine initiative never ceaseth to amaze.
We get it, you're old.
Oh, stop! You're making me blush! Though we have fulfilled the purpose given to us by Hydaelyn, aiding the people of Atheris remains our greatest joy. So you can count on us.
Those are nouns.
Ever and always. Right, so we originally deployed these supporters to patrol the moon and keep it safe. They've never tussled with Voidsent before, but with sufficient data, they ought to hold their own against the ghastly fiends. Practical, tactical data acquired in the moment, and who better to give the supporters an educational thrashing than the champion of Atheris?
I believe I would make a better instructor. Not only have I fought Voidsent, I am one.
Okay.
Well, don't just stand there. Engage! 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 Engage!
That'll do, that'll do!
So they did well.
Bitterer than the bitterest carrot. Using this experience, we must enhance the supporters and turn them into Voidsent slaughterbots! Indeed. Right after we've managed to put the poor dears back together.
Pray forgive our comrade's enthusiasm. May I inquire as to how long the repairs will take?
On an ordinary day, I'd say no less than 5 carrots briskly consumed. But if you were to provide us with encouragement, we just might be able to do it in 2.
What? What?
This I leave to you.
What? The Loporrit's eyes twinkle with anticipation as they await your buoyant exhalation. To wit, they yearn for you to rally their spirits. Fine. Okay. Got a marvelous feeling. There's something like wild gesticulations of encouragement to fire you up. With you cheering me on, I can do not less than my very best. Oh, thank you very, very much. You don't know how uplifting it is to have you encouraging us. I mean, showing us the proper techniques so we may keep our supporters operating at peak efficiency. My, everyone is in high spirits indeed. Thanks to your encouragement, we'll have the supporters up and running again in no time at all. Pray, attend to your remaining busy work, and leave the deployment of our new and improved Voidsense slaughter bots to us. Okay. I'm getting a transmission. Captain.
Can you hear me? We've just finished restoring the brands. Let us reconvene once you've finished tending to matters there. The culmination of our efforts is nigh.
Urianger is eager to rejoin Y'shtola. The brands are ready, I presume. Excellent. With the Leoparids having deployed their supporters, we are ready to proceed. Let us rejoin Y'shtola post-haste, and rise open our gate unto the void. Prize open. When do I get to smash things? That's what I want to know. When do I get to smash things? I have a couple of friends who've already done this like 5 times. My thanks for seeing to the supporters. With this, all is in readiness for the final ritual. First, I shall give the order to Alphinaud and Alisaie in the Tower of Babel to channel ether to the moon. To the moon! Once we have amassed a sufficient amount of energy, Urianger and I shall begin our incantations to open a void gate. If all goes well, a tear will form in the fabric of reality, at which point you must activate the brands and put in place the containment seal. Wait, why do I have to do that? That is all. If there are no questions, then let us begin. I have to do everything.
Apologies for the wait. The preparations here are finally complete.
Excellent. The Tower 2 is activated. But give the word and we will begin channeling the ether.
Very well then. Make it so.
Thanks, Captain Picard.
The moment of truth.
Make it so. Yeah, I can see why that would be pretty traumatizing to the people down there. Last time that happened, all hell broke loose. They're gonna blow up the moon! Not again.
By the sisters.
Urianger, commence your invocations. 'Tis time to open our gate. Beginning to form. Quickly, activate the brands.
Nike, Adidas, to me. Oh, different brands. Got it. Oh, good. I thought they were going to make me run around and do that. Did we do it? Oh, okay.
The gate is open, and the seal appears to be in place.
Let's see how well it holds.
What an enormous gate! Lord Golbez will be eager to hear of this. So this is the promised land. The land of boundless ether.
I dare say the seal doth serve its purpose.
I see all proceedeth apace. Remarkable.
Indeed. Just this moment, a void scent emerged from the gate, by which we may safely assume it leads to the 13th.
It's incredible, Y'shtola. Truly incredible. Oh, what an honor it is to have been part of this historic achievement.
A part is an understatement. None of this would have been possible without you and yours. Our success has also served to solidify our understanding across Rift travel.
Sure.
The Ascians rejoined reflections to the source by instigating elemental imbalances.
Yep, those are nouns.
These imbalances weakened the barrier between realities, causing the ether of a reflection to flood the source. But why is it that reflections are predisposed to rejoin the source? Why have they never merged with one another?
Whoops.
Thou art suggesting there is a unique property inherent to the source, one responsible for such an outcome.
I am. 'Tis my conclusion that, as the point of origin for the reflections, the source has an innate pull over them. Hydaelyn, I believe, sought to suppress that pull, which is why she was created with the power of light, of stasis. Meanwhile, the power of darkness, of activity, reigns in the void. Hydaelyn's influence would naturally be weaker, and this manifested in the form of planar fissures. Working with this hypothesis, I set my sights upon where the pull was assessed to be strongest, and through our combined efforts, we succeeded in opening a gate to the void.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Now, I must stress, it was because we sought the void that we succeeded. Pleased though I am to have my theory proven, the secrets of travel to other reflections still elude us. Even so, in the reality that lies beyond the 8th umbral calamity, there are those who found a way to reach the first. I will not rest until I do the same.
One step closer to fulfilling your dream, eh?
Just a step. Many more remain to be taken. Which
Oh, yeah,
further
absolutely.
motivates me to forestall a void-sent invasion. So come, let us set forth to find Ashdaya and put an end to Golbez's plot.
Climb upon my back. I shall take us to the gate.
As we did discuss prior, I shall see the alchemists safely home, then together with the Loporrits maintain vigil over the gate.
May the sisters watch over and keep you safe.
No, yeah, absolutely. I know exactly what they're talking about. It's basic arithmetic to me.
Unto the void once more.
Oh, come on. They're just ripping off lines throughout. Once more into the breach. Ah, flashbang. So are those like fractures of Hydaelyn or something? Oh, good. Somewhere to land. Good, good, good.
This is the moon of the 13th.
It is. Ever since the flood, it has been a sanguinary orb in the sky.
No void scent. A rather more subdued reception than I had anticipated.
But unsurprising, given how jealously Golbez conceals the location of his domain. Still, we must remain on guard. One of his minions came through the gate, after all, and more may lie in wait.
I do not sense my sister. Where could she be? Where?
Steady, Vritra. We've barely arrived. Let us explore our surrounds before drawing conclusions.
Yes, thou art right. I shall survey the moon from above. The ground I leave to you all.
How magnanimous of you. Ugh, and I can't mount here? Come on. The surface of the moon is a grim shade of crimson, a consequence of the flood of darkness, perhaps. Gee, it's almost like what Zero said. this one's taking longer than the first one. Ooh. Must be more to see. No matter how you strain your eyes, you spy no signs of life. In all directions extends a desolate waste without end. Yeah, probably. This is Final Fantasy taking a shot at Mars. Hum-de-tum-de-tum-de-dee-dee-dee-dee-tum-de-doo. You hold your breath in an attempt to catch the faintest noise. Save for the sounds of your comrades, there is nothing. So far, you have failed to find any clues to Azdaya's whereabouts. Perhaps Zero has noticed something you missed. Perhaps. Looks like she has.
The chasm has caught your attention as well. There's some manner of structure below. Worth a look, wouldn't you say?
Oh, sure. There's nothing else to do.
I too sense something here.
Oh no, yeah, me
Much
too, totally.
resembles the cradle of darkness on our moon, where Zodiac was once imprisoned. If this place serves the same function, then a fragment of his power must have been sealed in the depths. Strange, though. When Zodiac perished in the Source, I presumed that every aspect of him was thus unmade, and his power scattered, but it's unmistakable. The darkness that permeates this abyss. Could a trace of him yet remain? Or is it something else?
Only one way to find out, and that's by going that way.
I hear thee, sister. I hear thee. Climb on, my friends. Aztaya is here, within this chasm.
So, do these dragons, or at least him, remind you of the white dragon from Chrono Cross? Same company. But absolutely 100%. It reminds me of Chrono Cross. I'm gonna have to fight her, aren't I?
You were entrusted with Azdaya's eye, were you not?
Maybe. What's it worth it to you? What's it worth to you? He's gonna wake her up. She's gonna be corrupted. She's gonna be pissed. We're gonna have to fight her. It's an old hat at this point.
Cool on.
that name again.
So this is indeed Golbez's domain.
Kis Arni. Sis Est. For war Meradar Ian An. Les Ien Kol An. Zdis Sword Kai Ros An. Ke Ul Ke Dar Morn.
Nartal King. Athan Endran. Al Kor Es Hes Ern
I always feel like I should be reading this because I'm just speaking Han Solo.
Ta Hes An Elgol. Ses Kidir In An. Sta In Es Katao. Tai An. Es An Stra.
What now, then? Does this great worm intend...
Oop. My bad.
Ern El. Un I Mizhead In Und. Kis Targo. Asrael Distar. Sma Osk In Sis An.
Now there's a start. So, what can you tell us?
I like Justinian more when he wore his helmet. Just saying.
Do es I Nesh Igor Sorn. Skom Les Sam An. So.
Well, you heard her. Shall we look into this spot near and dear to our enemy's heart?
Oh, what? Come on. Where's that patented nod? Oh, boy. All right, so we're going to leave it there for the stream tonight. Thank you for popping by. I will be back tomorrow, same time, same station, so I hope to see you all then. Leave you with this lovely music for a little bit.